Hi and welcome to INTJ Reacts. Today we're going to be reacting to the song Creeping Death by the band Metallica. This is a live version that was shot in Seattle, I believe, in 1989. Metallica is an American heavy metal band formed in Los Angeles, California in 1981 by guitar/vocalist James Hetfield and drummer Lars Ulrich. Apparently, they are now based in San Francisco, California. They are one of the big four thrash metal bands, and I did a video on the big four thrash metal bands, so if you would like to see my take on all four of those bands, there's an additional band as well, then please go and watch that video. Let me know what you think, and yeah, come back here or watch this video and go watch that video, whatever you want to do. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. I think this song is from their first live album. The song in particular that we will be watching is from their first live album, Live Shit, Binge and Purge. That was released in a box set in November 23rd, 1993. Do y'all remember box sets? Do they still have box sets? There's no way they still have box sets, right? Everything is streamed. I don't even have a Yu Yu Hakusho box set. If you don't know what a box set is, I guess it's fine that you don't know. You don't need to know. It makes me kind of sad, but it's fine. I feel like everyone in the world knows who Metallica is. I mean, I just brought up a reference of Yu Yu Hakusho, which is my favorite anime, but Kuwabara, who's the main character in that show, his favorite band is Metallica. That was like a weird coincidence that I mentioned that. Anyways, yeah, everybody knows who Metallica is. Metallica, especially if you're American, it's just like a band that you listen to on the radio. So I feel like a lot of people had the same experience as me. And there was not a moment where I was like, oh, let me listen to Metallica for the first time ever, or let me see what Metallica is all about. Like, it was just ingrained into my lifestyle. Like, it was on the radio, everybody played it on their like little CD players in their cars, etc., MP3 players. They're just like a staple band in American culture, I feel like. So I've listened to Metallica for many years, and they are a huge band for obvious reasons. They're one of the most popular, like, commercialized metal bands out there for obvious reasons. I feel like, I don't know, this might be controversial, but I feel like even if you're not a metal fan, you would like Metallica. Like, their stuff is just, I don't want to say easy to listen to because it is like thrash and hard metal, heavy metal, but it is kind of easy to listen to. Like, it's nice on your ears. You can kind of understand like the beauty of their music. You know what I mean? I feel like it's for everybody, even if you don't like metal. Like, even if you don't like metal and you listen to Metallica, you're like, this is good. I like this. I'm okay with this. They have a lot of accolades, and I could have like a whole like hours-long video about all of their awards and accolades, but I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna like tell you a little bit about what they've accomplished and stuff like that. They first found commercial success with their third album, Master of Puppets, that was released in 1986, and their next album, Ellipsis Point and Justice for All, released in 1988, gave them their first Grammy Award nomination, and I think it was for the song One? Question mark? Don't come after me. I was gonna do a whole video about the first metal Grammy nominations, and Metallica's One was on there, so that's why I remember. I believe that their song One, O-N-E, was nominated for the Grammy, and I think that they won, W-O-N. Anyways, they're one of the most commercially successful bands, like I stated earlier, alongside other artists such as Michael Jackson, the Beatles, Madonna, Elton John, Led Zeppelin, etc., like those big artists that like everybody knows around the world. Like, Metallica is one of them. As of 2023, they have sold over 163 million albums worldwide. Insanity. They have won 10 Grammy Awards from 26 nominations and had 6 consecutive studio albums debut at #1 on Billboard 200. Like, they are literally considered one of the greatest artists of all time. Metallica has 11 albums, 4 live albums, 12 video albums, 1 cover album, 2 extended plays, 37 singles, and 39 music videos. The song Creeping Death is from their second album, Ride the Lightning, that was released in 1984. This song was apparently written from the perspective of the angel of death. It describes the 10th plague of Egypt, and I'll get more into that after my first watch. Before I get into it, I will watch this music video for the first time ever once through. We'll stop and we'll talk about it, and then I'll watch it again, and I might pause in my second watch, or I'll look up information, or I'll just watch it again. Who knows? I'll do whatever I want. The song was written from the perspective of the angel of death and describes the 10th plague of Egypt, and I'll get more into that information after my first watch, okay? It is considered the band's, well, one of the band's most popular songs, and it is the second most played song live by them. Surely I've heard it live, but I cannot think of the melody in my head right now. That's another reason why I chose this song, because I don't listen to this song when I think of Metallica. There's like 20 other songs that I listen to by them, and this is not one of them. and I've never seen like a music video or a live version of them performing this song either, so I'm really excited to see what it's all about. Also, I really just like the name Metallica. I feel like that's such a great name for a band of this genre and of their sound. It's like not cheesy and not on the nose, but it's enough to where you know that they're a metal band, but it's like a really great like made up word, don't you think? Metallica. Lastly, I said that I have listened to Metallica my entire life. I actually went to their 40th anniversary concert. I have one of the shirts on. I do have their 40th anniversary shirt. It's like red and it just says Metallica and it has like, you know, the information on the back. I went to that concert. That was the first time that I ever watched Metallica live. It was a 2-part, like 2-night back-to-back concert. Amazing, so fun, so well put together. Love that experience. They also had wristbands, kind of like how Taylor Swift has light up wristbands that light up to the music. This was my first like wristband experience as well. That was really, really cool too. I think I still have them somewhere. I also tried their blackened whiskey there for the first time and it is so tasty. It was a great experience overall. I feel like if you can see Metallica play live, that you should. It's just so fun and people there were so nice. It was a great experience. I love that I got to see their 40th anniversary concert. I feel like that was a good first concert for me. So I listened to a lot of like older Metallica songs over and over and over and over. And the last album that I listened to by them was Hardwired to Self-Destruct, and I loved it. Like as soon as they announced that it was released on Spotify, I like binged it like that entire day, just over and over, listened to it over and over. So I really love that album. I know a lot of people don't for some fucking reason. I don't know why. It sounds just like Metallica. They didn't do anything crazily different. I don't get it. They just make really good music, which is kind of crazy because I feel like a lot of bands that make really good music but have like their own distinct sound, it's kind of hard for them to not sound like repeaty, but their music doesn't sound like a copy and paste of other music. You know what I mean? Like their songs aren't like a copy and paste, just tweak it a little bit. It's like a completely different song, but with the same elements of like thrash. They are so good at what they do. Seriously. Anyways, I've talked for way too long. We're gonna jump right in. I'm gonna watch it. We'll talk about it and then I'll watch it again. We're gonna jump right in 3, 2, 1.
You guys want some fucking more or something?
1989. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever... I know that I've heard this song, but it's hard for me to recall, you know? Oh, they look like they're having so much fun. That must have been so much fun to be there. Okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. I see. I get it. Ooh, okay, hello. I will be adding this to my playlist if it's not already in there. This sounds really familiar right now, actually, that part. Why wouldn't you just listen to this all the time? Like, it's so good. He has a really good voice. I like all the elements in the background that just kind of like pop up. The editing on this music video is really good. Oh, my dog loves it too. Wait, I have to pause. I know the feeling. That was a super fan right at the front. Whoa, looks like my shirt. Where'd everyone else go? Oh. How many guitars do they have? 2? 1 bass, 1 drummer? That's nice. Oh. How are you not in pain doing that with your fingers? Dang. That's so cool. I love this part. Is that the crowd? Is that a part of the song? That's totally the crowd, right? Oh, this is so cute. I love this. What a good time. Man, I miss when songs had moments like this of anticipation. Now we all just want TikTok hooks. Ugh. Are they saying die? Or ride? I think die.
Come on, you're doing it louder. Die.
Yep.
Die.
He has such a cool voice. He has a very distinct voice. I mean, we listened to another band, I think, was it Testament? And I thought that guy's voice sounded similar, but not really. That's so cool. I like that transition. The ad-libs. I don't know who that guy is right there, but he's got a good, like, growl. There's so much effort put into every single song. You have to have a lot of stamina to be in a thrash band. Another guitar solo. That's really cool. That's actually really cool. Don't stop. Okay. My eyes aren't fast enough to connect to my brain to understand how they made that go so fast with their fingers, like that sound. That's cool. I want to listen to the CD version now, like the album version. Yeah, that's so Metallica. Like, that's so Metallica. No one else sounds like that. It makes sense why it was the second most played, or it is the second most played song live. That is such a fun song. I would like to like experience that in a... Oh, that's gonna be impossible, isn't it? Because I feel like with thrash metal bands, in my experience, I always see them in like smaller venues because I follow a lot of like smaller thrash metal bands. And it's so fun when you're like in the mosh pit with everyone else and then the band's just like giving you all this energy and you're like giving it back. I love that feeling. And I got the feeling in this video as well. I mean, this is in 89 and they formed in 81, but they like quickly rose to fame. So I don't know like who the lucky people are that got to see Metallica in like a smaller venue, you know what I mean? But I feel like that would be like an unforgettable moment because just seeing the energy from this video is like, oh my god, that looks like so much fun. You know what I mean? But it's impossible to experience that now unless you're like a gazillionaire and you pay them like millions of dollars for a private show. Because whenever I saw them, it was like in a big stadium, like huge arena. That's so cool. I love that. And like, I love that their music gives you that same energy throughout like each song. And like I said earlier, I went to see them live and it was amazing because they kept up that energy the entire time. Like all of their music, even their ballads are so powerful. And I really love like passionate, powerful music. And that doesn't always mean like a high tempo, like in this case. And I feel like Metallica just has like that passion in their music. You know what I mean? Like that energy, that passion, that force behind their music. And like coupled with the talent, the sheer talent, because you can have all the energy, but if you don't have the right execution and the talent, then it just kind of like it doesn't fall flat, but you know, it doesn't have that big of an impact on you. I love how talented everybody in this band is. It's like they have really good synergy. Like they could have a whole song entirely to themselves each and it would give me like that same energy, but like together it's just like an explosion of like talent and like joy. You know what I mean? That's what I got from this video. That would have been wonderful to experience this live in that setting. The drums, I feel like were like nonstop, the glue of the song. And the guitar, the guitarist had like 2 solos. Crazy. Well, I loved it, but like also insane because I feel like most of the songs that I listen to nowadays, they only have 1 solo, which is understandable, but like that was, I don't know, it's really cool. I mean, this song was like 7 minutes 50 seconds long. I mean, it was a live concert, so you know, they talked before and after, whatever. I love longer songs that have like that anticipation and that kind of like, I don't know, it feels like you're there with the artist, there with them while they're making the song and making the experience. I really love that like little moment where they built anticipation, and I love the moment where everyone was like chanting "die" over and over. I don't know how this song translates onto the album. I don't know how different it is or how similar it is or anything like that, but I think it would be cool to listen to the album version as well. I think that the album version will blow my socks off if I listen to it with my Sony headphones, and I probably will do that later today. This is really nice. Usually I don't listen to live versions of songs because I feel like they lack that passion and I can't like understand every little nuance between repeating choruses, or I can't hear the elements that are happening in the background, but I felt like I heard and I felt and I saw everything here, and I love that. This is really good. This is like every time I think about Metallica and something new to me, like a new song to me from them, my expectations are so sky high and they always meet it, always. So, oh my goodness, I need to watch this again right now, ASAP. Wait, one last note. I really like the guitarist. I think it was the guitarist. His growls, oh my goodness, crazy. I was gonna say we're gonna watch it right now, but I have to tell you more about the plagues of Egypt because the song is about the plagues of Egypt, and I don't know anything about religion. I think this is about religion, so we're gonna learn together. Also, if you made it this far in the video, comment a black heart emoji. Thank you so much. Metallica was inspired for this song, Creeping Death, by the second half of the film The 10 Commandments, which is based on the Bible tale of the plagues of Egypt. There's a scene in the final plague that unalive firstborn children through a rolling fog in the Pharaoh's palace, and the band said it sounded like creeping death and decided to write this song about plagues. This song is told from the perspective of the destroyer / the angel of death sent by God during the 10th plague of Egypt. Moses, through his older brother Aaron, insisted he was sent by God and repeatedly demanded that the Pharaoh should set his Hebrew slaves free from Egypt to the promised land of Canaan. For the previous 400 years, the Hebrew people had lived as slaves in the land of Goshen within Egypt. To punish the Pharaoh for his obstinacy, God said 10 plagues upon Egypt. The references to the plagues in this song are to kill the firstborn Pharaoh's son. That is a line in this song, apparently. The final plague of Egypt, during which the firstborn son of every non-Israelite, including the Pharaoh's son, is killed by the destroyer. This was done in response to the Pharaoh's order to throw every Israelite baby boy into the Nile River. Second line is blood running red and strong down the Nile. The first plague of Egypt, during which the water in the Nile River turned to blood. They scream plague in this song, a reference to any of the 10 plagues. Darkness is 3 days long is also a line in the song. The ninth plague of Egypt, during which the sun was blotted out for 3 days and darkness fell all over Egypt. Hail to fire is another line in the song. Hail to fire is another line in the song. The seventh plague of Egypt, during which burning hail rained from the skies over Egypt. Blood, lamb's blood painted door I shall pass is another line. A reference to the forewarning given to Israelites by God before the final plague. The Israelites were commanded to paint their doors with lamb's blood so that the angel of death would know to pass over their homes, all weeping souls to the firstborn. The Jewish holiday Passover is celebrated to commemorate the passing over of the angel of death. I remember reading about that when I was in whatever religion school, and I asked my teacher lady, I was like, what if you forgot to paint your door with blood or you didn't have lamb's blood? And she didn't answer me. I guess it's GG's. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know anything about religion, but I guess it's about the plague. So if you want to share more about that, you can down in the comments below, respectfully. Otherwise, we're going to watch it again. 3, 2, 1, go.
You guys want some fucking more or something? Do you want some fucking more? Get loud and screaming death!
They always have really hard-hitting intros. It's like when you write a book and you have to have like a good hook for people to keep watching your book. For people to keep reading your book. I cannot concentrate. What is that duct tape on his guitar? Does it just say fuck? Eat fuck. That's so good. The whole song is good. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? How do you do that? I feel like for Metallica specifically, like, how are you not afraid to run out of stamina? And their concert, their concert was like, they played like 100 songs each night. It was crazy. They did like compilation songs and they ran through like every single album, and it didn't even feel rushed, but they somehow played like, I swear to God, like 100 songs. And they kept the energy up the entire time. Me in my 20s. I'm scared to get by the mosh pit now. I'm too old for that. His growls are so good. That's so crazy. You know, usually I would like look up stuff about the song, but I'm just so focused. I feel like there's 2 drums playing at the same time, but there's obviously just one, you know what I mean? Oh my goodness. Oh, how do you do that? Doesn't it sound like the sound goes faster than what their fingers are showing you? I tried to learn that when I was a teenager, but I was like, none of this makes sense to me. How do you go so fast, but not so fast? Is this just like, I'm assuming that in the album version of this song, it's just the music and there's no die. Like nobody at all singing this die part, and they just did that for the live version. See, like even in this moment, you would say it's a lull, but it has so much energy still. There's still so much passion. That drummer has not stopped. Like, oh, it's so much energy. They had such a big crowd, and this was like, what, 5 years after they debuted? Or whatever you call it. After they formed. That's like... That's insane, right? I like the ad-libs. James Hetfield, he doesn't really growl ever, right? So has it always been like a secondary person, like the guitarist that does all the growling in all their songs? I like that style of like growl singing or whatever. It doesn't sound too overdone. It sounds very like natural. See that? Like, how do you do that with your fingers? Everyone in the crowd knows this song like the back of their hand. You can see like the way that they're moving to it. That was like 7 minutes of pure intensity. Oh, it feels like there was like a lot in my brain and then my brain just emptied once it ended, you know what I mean? Like I was focused so much on that song. Usually I try to like look up lyric meanings or other information about the song or the band on my second watch or pause and talk about stuff, but like I was so focused. It's such a good song. It just captivates you. That was so intense from start to finish, and that's like in the middle of one of their concerts. Like I assume it's not the end of their concert. I just can't imagine playing like a whole album through with that much intensity for like an hour or two. That's a workout and a half times 3. That was so good. I do have questions though, because a lot of you in my Big 4 video told me that I'm so bad with names, but y'all told me that the founder of Megadeth was in Metallica. So was he here in that video or not? And like how many band members in this video are still in Metallica today? Because this was in 1986, I believe. And I know that the drummer and the guitarist/vocalist are still there, but like have the other members just like switched out throughout the years? I've also heard the same about Megadeth, and I had no idea that was the thing until like literally last week when all the Cradle of Filth drama was happening, people were like, oh, he's joining the club like Megadeth. I guess Megadeth also switches out their band members. Quite interesting, I suppose. I don't really care. Like, to be honest, I don't really care. It's a little bit interesting to me, but I'm more concerned with the music. And I guess the only reason why I would care about that stuff is like, there's so many talented people on the planet, but some of them I feel like are just like so naturally talented and have like good judgment about how to use their talent, that it's just interesting to know like how many people can fit into a band like this that makes such good music and can perform like this. I feel like that's so rare to find performers or guitar players or keyboard players or drummers or etc that like fit that criteria of being in such a huge band. That's basically the only reason why I would be interested in any of that. Oh my goodness, that was really good. That was amazing. I did not expect that. I get why it is such a popular song from their like whole discography. I really want to listen to the album version of this song, and I'm gonna listen to more Metallica. I have another one lined up, but y'all let me know if you want me to listen to even more Metallica. Like I said, I listen to a lot. I think that the Black Album and Master of Puppets are like, you know, obviously two big albums that we all listen to. So if you have a song that is not on those albums that I might not have heard of, then you can recommend them to me. Or if there's an album that I really should listen to, like I said, I've listened to the Black Album and Master of Puppets and Hardwired. So those three I know like pretty well. But like this song, Creeping Death, had no idea it existed. Yeah, I might have heard of it at like a concert, but like anyways, yeah, let me know if you want me to listen to more Metallica or not, or if you want me to listen to more of a other band. Let me know if you have any recommendations. If you like this video, please like it. If you dislike it, please dislike it. Please subscribe to support my YouTube channel. I post on this channel on Sundays, and I have a Patreon, patreon.com/INTJ Reacts, where I post additional content. You can watch my uncut music video reactions on Patreon, so you can watch this whole video uncut. And I also have album reactions once a month. If you want me to do Metallica albums, let me know and I'll do them on Patreon. And I'm also watching Avatar: Last Airbender. I have karaoke videos. I have like a bunch of other additional content on Patreon. We also have a chat where we talk about music. So if you would like to support me as a content creator, please subscribe to this channel, tell your homies, and also become a member of my Patreon. Thank you so much for watching this with me. Let me know if you want to see more Metallica or someone else. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.